Okay, so hi everyone, this is me, uh, Miss Anfate M. Abarquez, and I'm here now to present you the topic social bookmarking and internet telephony. So now let's start. So, social bookmarking. So, let us have the discussion of this and learn more about it. So, let's start with the background. So, what is the background of this social bookmarking? So, social bookmarking is the idea of sharing bookmarks online, and it is not new. It list was first unapplied this idea in 1996. So, during the .com bubble era, numerous bookmark sharing website appeared. For example, we have the Backflip, the Blink, and Clip 2. Nevertheless, these early attempts did not work out, which is often blamed on the burst of the bubble. So the social bookmarking site did not work out or did not seriously become popular until quite recently. In particular, with the launch of Delicious in 2003. So Delicious pioneered tagging and coined term social bookmarking. So in 2004, as Delicious began to take off, Pearl and Simpy were released along the City Lake and Canal. This is also called social citation services. And so, how about the question, what is social bookmarking? So it is said that social bookmarking is a practice of saving the address of website, and also this is a method for internet user to organize, store, manage, and search for bookmarks and resources online. So social bookmarking refers to the website that facilitate discussion and resources sharing within the rigidly tagged and organized taxonomy. So this is also the method that I already told you about to recognize, store, and manage. So unlike file sharing, the resources themselves aren't shared, only bookmarks that reference them. So the popular social bookmarking sites we have later, I'm gonna tell you the examples of the social bookmarking. But now, this is a way for users to uh search, manage, and organize, and also store useful web content that that we like, to revisit and to share with others, because social bookmarking sites are web based services. Yes, you're right. You heard it right. It is a web based services. And take note that you can access it online anytime, anywhere, and from any device. So in recent years, social bookmarking website have transformed into dynamic online communities. So not only to share and discuss links, additional is that it forms discussion groups based on mutual interest. So users save links to website pages that they want to remember or share. It can also be publicly saved or privately saved and shared. And we have this specified group of people, and we can also share it only inside the certain networks or another combination of public and private domains, what I told you about a while ago. So when people are sharing their links and by storing them on specified sites, so they first think of advantage of reusing them from wherever they are, whenever they are. So using other people's links is a secondary resort, but nevertheless, it's not important. But it is another way on how we can usually we can view others category or tags, or we can search it on the search engine like Google. So this make use of informal tags instead of more formal cataloging methods. I'm sorry. So this description may be added to these bookmarks in the form of metadata. Okay. So what do we mean by metadata? So metadata is the data that provides information about other data. And uh so the users may understand the content of resources without the need of downloading it for themselves. So we just look at it because sometimes we try to download some of the links or information, but uh with the use of social bookmarking, like you using other informations or sites, we can just look at it and be informed about it. So as usual, or social as social bookmarking site mature, it becomes possible to see some patterns. And however, there are hundreds similar book social bookmarking sites today, while the features and capabilities of each differ. They work in the same manner. Always remember that there are a lot of examples later that I will show you about social bookmarking, but they work in the same manner. They have the different features, or the different, different usage. What I mean is, no. It has the different features or styles, capabilities, but it works the same manner. Yeah. So now let's move on to the advantages of social bookmarking. So the advantage of social bookmarking. Wait. Okay. So first is save time, and by saving the time, ooh, so browsing each people bookmarks can be effective, an effective alternate to Google and catalog searches. So these other people invested time in collecting those items and agreed to make them public. So they are free resources that could be taken into consideration. So people can find and bookmark web pages that have not yet been noticed or indexed by web spiders. So, social bookmarking gives user the more opportunity to express differing perspective on information and resources through informal organizational structures. So this process allows like-minded individuals to find one another and create new communities of users that continue to influence the ongoing evolution of taxonomies, and common tags for resources. So the advantage here is that it saves time. When you have the tags, this is easier to understand than more standardized or top-down indexing terms. So social bookmarking systems have the advantage over traditional searching engines. So all tag based, when you search for the tag and then it will go it will pop up all of the topic that you have the tag, or you remember the tag, such as uh, tag based classification of internet resources. And if we understand the content of the resource as opposed to the software, which is a logarithmically uh, attempts to determine the meaning of a resource. So this book social bookmarking system can rank a resource base and how many times it had been bookmarked by users, which may be a more useful metric for end users than systems that rank resources based on the number of external link pointing to it. So the pinpoint here, all of what I said is that uh, if we just summarize it by using tags, it will save more time and it is organized. Another one, when we talk about the disadvantage or the drawbacks of the social bookmarking, we can uh, say that it has lack of standardization and many errors. So the major drawback is that what I've said a while ago is the lack of a standardization. So there is no controlled vocabulary. That is a list of standard keywords. So many errors can occur due to misspelling. So when we type misspelled words, uh, it may cost you an error. And synonyms confusion, it also have the tags with more than one meaning. It will be malabo. So, or the tags that you personalize, the social bookmarking is done by amateurs. So, this is no oversight as how resources are organized and tagged. So, this can lead to inconsistent or otherwise poor use of tags. Yeah, that's right. So, because social bookmarking reflects the value of community and user, there is a risk of presenting a skewed view of value of any particular topic. For example, users may assign pejorative tags to certain resources. Okay, so let's move on to the. Before we move on, always remember that the disadvantage is that it is confusing. It has many errors if we misspell the words, and sometimes the words has many meaning. So, yeah, malilito tayo. And yeah, next one will be how social bookmarking works. The question is, how does it work? So, social bookmarking services are centralized on online services which user can store, share, online links or bookmarks with one members of the community. So it has the subjects, which is very organized into distinct discussion. Yeah, they're organized into discussion, and they have threads or rooms. And the users, we can browse or follow specific rooms depending on what we received in the notification. And yeah, this site usually provide a combination of organizational and social tools. It also allows the users to annotate and categorize their bookmarks as well as the comments and discuss topics with one interested users. Okay, so now let's determine the difference of social bookmarking versus browser bookmarks. So we bookmark websites or links in our we bookmark website or links in our browser so that we can easily access them again, right? So sa ating website, we have the bookmark there. We can choose whether we can save it, the link, or the information about that in our website. But social bookmarking goes beyond this simple retrieval functionality. So with a social bookmarking, you not only save your favorite sites, but you can send them to friends and see what other people find interesting. And also browse popular links and categories and, much more. So must social bookmarking site let you search through bookmark links on subject that is range from shopping, technology and politics to blogging, news and also sports. So most offer search tools where you can search through what other users have bookmarked by typing your search term or the tag. What we call tag. Okay. So mm, the next one will be this. What are the social bookmarking sites? We have the Twitter, Pinterest, the Stumble Upon, the Dribble, the Pocket. Later on, I will show you the some of the examples, the features or the sites. Example of the sites. Also, the dig Reddit slash dot heart it and pocket. Where the scoop it. Okay, this is the Twitter. So you and me, we know about this, and I know you know about this. You're using this, you're a user, and this is simply posting links, images, and content with your account means you'll have technically bookmarked it. When you post, when you have the images, the content you post it on public or private, you technically bookmarked it. Always remember that. So you can also use the like button for certain tweets. We can also, when you like something, when you like or share, it will go to your feed so we can go back to it. So it literally or technically we bookmarked it. Next one, this is an example of Twitter. So as you can see, it has home, explore, notification, the message, and the bookmarks. Yep. And these are the trends. We can click the trending topics and we can search for it quickly because there are tags. Okay, so next one is the Pinterest. Most of its user is 80 percentage or 80% are women and 42% of you as adult women online have an account. So Pinterest is yeah, one or over half million, but over half of daily user consult the site before making or buying decision in a store. So before they buy, they look at the Pinterest if it's good or not, and then decide if they will decide if they will buy it or not. Okay, so as you can see, there are lots of cakes. So this is an example of a Pinterest. Uh, yeah, Pinterest. So now let's have this stumble upon. One of the bigger social bookmarking sites is this stumble upon. Whenever you bookmark something, you can add extra details to it, such as the type, content, and yeah. This is an example of the stumble upon. The dribble is an excellent bookmarking and very beautiful. And it aimed at the designers. This is a nice idea for gaining some traction would be courage your design and your team involved. So for example, digital product design agency. Next one is a pocket. This it comes with an app to pocket stuff as you go, saving you returning to site all the time. You can also search by interest to finding interest things. Okay, this is an example, and this is the dig. Previously, is more like Reddit, but now this is done by editors, but it retains its bookmarking function. So dig can be a great place to find a new content and organize it through profile. So Reddit. So users submit links to stories, images, or videos that can find interesting other Reddit users that can even either upvote or downvote to submissions. Yeah, it can also be way to promote on your own content. Example is this. Okay, the next one will be we heart it. So this is very focused on the visuals. It has images, GIFs, videos, and the site has 4 to 5 million users, so it's worth looking into using it. You can also submit your own staff and see some nice levels of traffic income. Scoop It is it caters the professionals, the business, the nonprofit, and the corporation. It allows you or users will return the favor with your interesting content. Okay, so let's move on to the internet telephony. So, what is the background of internet telephony? Okay, so internet telephony is so it comes from the VoIP. Okay. So what is the meaning of VoIP? This is voice over internet protocol and also called IP telephony, and this is a method and group of technologies for delivery of voice communication and multimedia season over the internet protocol networks such as internet. Okay. So it is developed around 1995 to originally serve as a way to save money on long distance international telephone charges. So they want to save more money. Next one will be this. So what is the meaning of internet telephony? First, it it includes the phone calls, the fax, the voicemail, voice calls, and other forms of communication with the use of the internet, of course. Internet telephony also have the example of the apps like Skype, Viber, Messenger, WeChat, WhatsApp, Google Meet, and Zoom that we can use in teaching social studies. But later on, I will discuss more of it. Okay, so what is the difference or the pros and cons of VoIP or what we call voice over internet protocol? So the pros is that it's cost savings, portability, flexibility, accessibility, integration and with other apps, improve productivity. The cons is that it has, you know, not less of voice quality, bandwidth dependent when the bandwidth is very low. Yeah, just like now, can it's very hard to teach online if you don't have the stable internet. Why is this like? Why is yeah power dependent? Emergency call concern, security, and reliability. Sometimes we can't rely on this because lang permanente, nagbabago lahat. And what is the difference of internet telephony to voice over IP? So, internet telephony is general term for IP packet switching technology used by internet phone system to exchange any type of information, while voice over IP is the specific method for carrying video calls over an IP network. Okay. All right. So here we have what are the most used video calling apps in teaching social studies? Why I already told you about this a while ago. We have the SimCloud meeting, which is the first and ever Google. Also the Google Hangouts Meet or the Google Meet. Google Hangouts Meet is different than Google Meet that we are using. Voice, Facebook Messenger, the Google Duo, or the FaceTime, and the FaceTime. So I'm gonna show you the example. So here, these are my students. This is a grade. These are grade. I think grade 6. No, no, no. Grade 4. Grade 4 students. So I'm using Zoom here, and we're just like in a classroom. So it's very cute. You can use a virtual classroom in this. If you update your Zoom at the upper part, you can click there. You can change there your background, and also if you have green screen, it's very useful. And also we use the same profile picture in Zoom. Yeah. Let me share this to you. I We edited it, and yeah, very cute. Okay, the next one we have the Google Hangout. Not familiar with this, but this is video calling app, but I don't know if it is used in teaching. But all I know is that Zoom, Google Meet, and this one, Messenger, can be used in teaching. Yeah. When we have uh an urgent meeting, we can use we can use Messenger. Okay, this one is the Google Duo. Yep. And this one is this. This is the FaceTime. So in using iPhone, if you use iPhone or gadget like iPod, any type of iPhone, you can use FaceTime. I have iPhone 5s, so I tried this FaceTime with my cousin. I can call her without a charge. I don't have a load, but I can video call her the use of her number, and it is called FaceTime. Okay, so what are the advantages first? What are the advantages of internet telephony in teaching social studies? First, we have the accessibility. So when we say accessibility, this is the solution to utilize the cloud to network, meaning that if you have an internet connection, calls and video rep conferences are accessible from almost anywhere. So it is very recently we used this as we access this when we are at home, or we are outside, if you have data, or yeah, we can use smartphones and other gadgets in accessing this. Also, it's very flexible. Next one is easy connectivity and communication of students and teacher. So different social media platforms like Skype, WhatsApp, IMO, Facebook, and much more, it helps people to make connection, communicate with the expert and professionals with the use of video calling apps. So internet allows students to join groups, the forums, and also the communities of the expert. How about make student life easy? Ooh, because internet provides many resources, such as it can help student to learn in an effective way, and many school, colleges, and university provides online education for student nowadays. Because of the pandemic, students can teach, or student can teach their classmates also, and teacher can teach students with the use of these gadgets. Yeah, the students will no longer go to school, but I think in the next year or this next semester, I hope that there will be face to face. Okay, so in the recent pandemic, we of COVID-19, internet are helped a lot the educational institutes and the students. So most of the university teacher, they have or take online classes with the students on Zoom, Google Meet, and WhatsApp. What's up? So number four, we have the distance-based learning. Yeah, what I've told you about is the connection or has connection with this. So with the help of internet, students study learn online from distance. Nowadays, people or online education can easily help people or students in studying and learning from other places of the world. Okay, I just want to share this example. One of our student is outside the country, but they can still learn. The downside there is that the difference of the time, the student is he's very sleepy. Okay, the next one is cost of educational reduce or cost of education reduces. So cost of the education also decreases by the internet. So expenses such as commute to class, saving time, the gasoline, yeah, taas ng gasolina, and the personal care and travel expenses. So other advantage of virtual classroom is time. Students who are motivated or quick learners can be permitted to move ahead at a faster rate than a normal class setting. So, to the teacher, the fact of everything being digital is an advantage. Since all work is answered via online meetings or sent over emails, or the instruction are able to deal with student work in easy manner. So since everything is typed, the teacher no longer is faced with the challenge of deciphering handwriting. Another advantage found is that to be considered by teacher is the reusability. Teacher can reuse their own material and easily get material from others. Yeah, that's true. Okay, so now let's move on to the next one. We have cost of education yun nga, nabanggit ko na ito. Okay, so the spread, number six, spread of education and awareness. So internet changes education system completely. The traditional education system limits the student to educational institutes. But now, with the help of internet, they can easily get knowledge at any time. So, the internet education is easily accessible and affordable. With the help of internet education, the awareness spread to the world easily. So students get to join online class from different areas or location. Also, intellectual and social partnership. So student using the equipment engage additional social skills when they spontaneously took leadership roles in relation to other students. So technology used increase group cohesion and mutual support, especially in remote classroom. So this is suitably for small group work and interactive mode both. So we can use a virtual classroom to develop a range of communication and social skills to allow the pupil to overcome their relative isolation by communicating with pupils in similar situations. So we can use breakout rooms in having groupings in our in teaching social studies. Also, number 8, we have to motivate student to learn social studies. So with student and teachers can do more in online classroom settings. So teacher may share interactive games such as Would You Rather, the geography puzzles, virtual field trip. I use this virtual field trip and it's very effective to my students. They are very motivated. They want to go to other places, but no, the time is running out. And so we just go to the places that is connected to our topic. We can also use softwares just like online session for our online sessions just like Canva, Prezi, Powtoon, Google Slides, PPT and etc. Ano naman yung disadvantages? What are the disadvantages of internet telephony? We have the time. One of the most persistent problem has been the factor of time. The professor have expressed their disgust about not having too much demanded time. The use of internet causes many professors to step out their comfort zone because internet teaching goes against the traditional method of teaching. So, in order to capitalize on the benefit of internet, the professor must first structure their materials to fit layout of the internet. So, this process goes to not occur overnight. And we should provide the right resources, but it acquire more time than teachers want to exert or afford to give up. So many teachers tried online classes and they overcome by practicing to have time management and yeah. The next one is training. So the training is okay, let me move on this. The next one is training. What's number 2? Oh, I'm sorry, procrastinating. So number 2 is procrastinating or procrastination. So the another problem is that this is me. The other problem is that the internet based learning another problem occurs with the internet based learning because the individual is not forced to stick with a set schedule. So therefore a routine is often not developed in work and not completed in a timely manner. So saka magagawa kapag kaorasan na. That's me and my students. But then again, I'm in the middle of processing. I'm a human too. Oh, because there's a lot of work and there's no. The problem is if we don't have a deadline. That's my problem. If I don't have a deadline, if the deadline will be tomorrow, I'll do it the night before. I'm sorry. Okay, so the next one will be number 3, training. So training is obligatory, especially to professor not comfortable with computers. So this is one of my topic in my research. And in order to college to be presented professionally, professor must undergo training and yeah, to be familiar in all their service, to be effective, efficient, and yeah. So the next one is what's number 4? Lack of face-to-face interaction with other peers and instructor. Yeah, that's a big problem. So this will be the disadvantages. For instance, some student desire to immediate feedback from their professor, but they do not get online. So kapag ang student they chatted their teachers but hindi naman agad nag-reply, but they want agad ang reply. Dapat naman they use magalang na mga magsasalita. But yeah. So when in class, a simple homework problem can be resolved one-on-one easily. But however, online that is the option nowadays is not available. So it will be a problem. Yung mga delays. Yeah. Okay, so I hope you learned something about this and may we apply about this. May we apply it in our daily life. God bless everyone. Goodbye.